So many different ways to approach talking about death and dying. What I want to try today is just to look at it this way. Death is not a projection of what is to come, but what is happening now. Every night as you go to bed, every night as you close your eyes, the day that you have spent has died. It is over. It can never be again. And as you go to sleep at night, you go to sleep because I think inherent in each one of us is the hope for the rising tomorrow to a new day, to a new life. We have no idea how to project what that life will be. Oh, we have some ideas. But all of us know surprises come. We do not know what the next day will hold. But there's hopefully an eagerness to live that next day. So every night is a dying, and every morning is a rising. And they have promise. The promise of going to bed at night is the morning to come with its promises of a new day spent in a new way. So we're very familiar with this dying business, I would hope. And death, the final death, is the same thing. We die knowing that there is a tomorrow, knowing there is a new day, and a new way to experience life. Do you know what it is? No. Do you imagine it? Certainly. But the new day will dawn as certainly as tomorrow will come for all of us. Well, maybe not. But we have that hope. You see, I believe that the three virtues of faith, hope, and charity are very important here. We live out our lives in faith and love. As we come to the end of the day where we lived out our day in faith and love, we surrender to hope. Hope gives meaning to us. People without a God, people who refuse to acknowledge that there is a God, for them, life is a tragedy, not death. Life is the tragedy because it has no meaning. It has no tomorrow. It has no purpose. But we do. We go to bed with that innate hope that God will keep his promises. And if he doesn't, I do not wake tomorrow. In this world, it will be the next. He tells us through his resurrection, I have been where you are. I am going where you want to go. And I will be there to greet you. I will show you the way. This is the promise of our God. And so every night, if you don't have much of a prayer at night, you're about to fall asleep, just realize today is over. It is gone. It has died. Yet I fall asleep with this great hope that tomorrow will bring me this new life and this new energy. And then the same thing, but in a different vein, I think the Catholic Church has a sense of that with the sacrament of baptism. I was talking to one of the students, and she really had a wonderful way of looking at this. She said there's a comparison between, baptism is like death. You're passing from one life to another. When you were baptized, and remember, when the ancients were baptized, they were pushed underwater until they bubbled, and they thought they were dying, and they pull them out, and they gasp for air, they put them down again, so they get this sense that they're dying to something, Well, we pour a little water on the head. I see two little ones over here that I poured water in their head not that long ago. We don't dunk them that way. But it is supposed to be a dying with the promise of a life to be led. The baptism is not the most significant thing. The baptism is the promise of living it out in community, living it out in unity, in faith, and in love. But death is like baptism because death has the same hope. Death is not the end. Death, as one of the kids wrote me, he says, I don't much care if he lives or dies, because if he dies, he'll be with God. If he doesn't, God should take better care of him. You know, she knew, this child knew. If I'm with God, everything's all right. This is what we're baptized into: faith, hope, and love.